So, welcome class for our another lesson sa ating Mathematics of Engineering. So, our topic is radians. So, what is radians? So, a radian is a measure of an angle when drawn as a central angle subtends an arc whose length equals the length of the radius of the circle. So, radian is a measure of an angle. So, aside from degrees, we use radian to measure angle. So, sabi niya dito, when drawn as a central angle, subtends an arc whose length equals to the length of the radius of the circle. So, if we have a circle here, and we have a radius, so ito yung radius ng ating circle. And kapag itong radius na to is pinoject ko dito, so this is equal to radius, and radius din ito. And kapag itong radius natin is nilapat ko dito sa ating circle, so dito, so this is equivalent to radius pa rin kasi na-curve siya, pero yung length niya is equivalent pa rin sa r. And kapag nag-drawing ulit tayo ng radius from this endpoint hanggang dun sa center, so sabi niya, when drawn as a central angle, subtends an arc whose equal to the length of the radius of the circle. So kapag equal daw yung radius, yung arc dun sa ating radius, yung length ng arc ng circle is equal to the radius of the circle. So, ibig sabihin, yun daw ay 1 radian. So, ano ba yung relationship ng radian sa degrees? So, sabi natin, yung circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So, para mabuo natin yung circumference ng circle, so ilang r ba? Length ng r yung magagamit natin para mabuo yung buong circle. So example, if maglalapat ulit tayo ng r dyan, then dito rin, so kung maglalapat ulit tayo ng r, so ilang length ng arc ba yung kailangan natin para mabuo yung circumference ng circle. So para makuha natin yun, so i-divide natin itong circumference ng circle sa r. So number of arcs is equal to 2 pi kasi cancel na yung r doon. So para mabuo natin yung circumference ng circle, is kailangan natin ng 2 pi. So 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radian. And sabi natin, yung isang revolution din, that is equal to 360 degrees. So, 2 pi radians is equal to 360 degrees. And kapag dinivide natin both sides ng 2 pi, so 1 radian is equal to 360 degrees divided by 2 pi. So, pag i-simplify natin ito, so magiging 1 radian is equal to, so 360 divided by 2, so that will be 180 over pi. So, ito yung magiging gagamitin natin para mag-convert ng radians to degrees. So, meron tayong formula to get an angle. So, if we have a radius ulit dito, and dito, so this is radius, this is radius. So, example, hindi natin alam yung length ng arc. So, yung length ng arc, so that is S, or yung segment, and we call this theta. So, sabi niya, ang formula natin dito is theta is equal to S over R. So, kapag equal yung segment natin, yung length ng arc natin is equal to R, katulad nung una natin dito. So, if S is equal to R, then magiging theta is equal to R over R. So, this will be equal to 1. So, this is in radians, no? So, theta is equal to 1 radians. Itong formula natin na ito is ginagamit natin kapag radians tayo, naka-radians tayo. So, example tayo. So, let's us convert 50 degrees to radians. So, para ma-convert natin yung from degrees to radians, so, i-multiply natin ito ng pi over 180 degrees. So, let us convert. So, 50 degrees multiply by pi over 180 degrees. So, that is equal to 5 pi over 180, or is equivalent to 5 pi over 18. So, ito, naka-radians na. Ito, 5 pi over 18. So, radians. So, next, convert naman tayo from radians to degrees. So, convert pi over 6 to degrees. So, kapag magko-convert naman tayo ng radians to degrees, so, i-multiply natin ito ng 180 degrees over pi. So, i-convert natin. So, pi over 6 times 180 over pi. So, that will be equal to 180 over 6 is equal to, that is 30 degrees. So, next example. So, how long is the arc subtended by an angle 7 pi over 4 radians on a circle of radius 20 cm? So, meron tayong radius. So, ang radius natin, that is 20 cm. And yung angle natin na naka-radians, so it's in radians, that is 7 pi over 4 radians. So, sabi natin, meron tayong formula which is theta is equal to S over R. So, para makuha natin yung arc, which is yung S, subtended by yung angle natin na naka-radians. So, S is equal to theta multiplied by R. So, naka-radians na ito. So, para makuha natin yung length ng arc or yung S natin, so that will be S is equal to, so 7 pi over 4 times yung radius na 20 cm. So, yung S natin, that is equivalent to 35 pi or 109.956 centimeter. So, next example, how long is the arc subtended by an angle 315 degrees on a circle of radius of 20 centimeter? So, dito naman, yung given natin is naka degrees naman siya. So, yung theta natin is 315 degrees and yung radius natin is 20 centimeter pa rin. So, sabi natin, S is equal to theta R. Pero take note, itong formula na to is naka-radians dapat yung theta natin. So, it is equal to, so 315 degrees. So, convert natin yan sa radians. Kaya, i-multiply natin ng 5 over 180 degrees times 20 centimeter. So, that will be equivalent also to 35 pi or 109.956 centimeter. So, meron tayong tinatawag na angular velocity. So, given an object with fixed speed that is moving in a circle with a fixed radius, we can define the angular velocity W of the object. So, this is a omega. So, yan yung last letter ng sa Greek alphabet. So, ito yung angular velocity natin. So, kapag fixed yung speed na v natin, which is yung linear speed natin, and radius r, then v is equal to wr. Kasi sabi natin dun sa unang formula natin na theta is equal to S over R, and kapag yung S natin, that will be equal to theta R. So yung S natin is yung ito, yung S natin, yung theta natin, yan yung R. So kinuha lang natin din yung formula na to dun sa first na formula natin. So that will be V is equal to omega R. So para makuha natin yung linear speed, so i-multiply natin yung angular speed sa radius. So para makuha natin yung angular velocity, that will be equal to V over R, o yung linear speed over yung radius ng ating circle. And yung angular speed natin, that is equivalent to 2 pi over time of 1 revolution. So example tayo. So a cylinder with a 2.5 radius is rotating at 120 RPM, or that is revolution per minute. So find A, the angular velocity in radians per second and in degrees per second, and B, the linear velocity of a point on its rim in miles per hour. So meron tayong radius that is equivalent to 2.5 feet and is rotating at 120 RPM. So ito na mismo yung ating angular velocity. So kapag para malaman natin kung yung binibigay is linear velocity ba siya or angular velocity, so kapag angular velocity, naka-revolution per minute yan. Or naka-rad per second. Kapag linear velocity naman, so kadalasan yan, naka-miles per hour. So sabi niya, find A, the angular velocity in rad per second. So itong angular velocity natin, naka 120 revolution per minute siya. So that is revolution per minute. So sabi natin, find A, the angular velocity in radians per second. So para ma-convert natin yan, so i-multiply natin ng, so diba sabi natin 1 revolution. So 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radian. So i-multiply natin siya ng, so para ma-cancel yung revolution doon. So revolution dito, so 1 revolution is equal to 2 pi radian times, so naka-minute siya. So sabi doon naka per second dapat. So 1 minute is equivalent to 60 second. So yung magiging sagot natin is 4 pi rad per second. And in degrees, sabi niya din doon. So para ma-convert natin ito in degrees, so 4 pi rad per second. So i-multiply natin siya ng 180 over pi. So that will be equivalent to 720 degrees per second. And sabi niya doon, the linear velocity of a point on its rim in mph. So sabi natin yung formula ng angular velocity natin. So that will be angular velocity is equal to V over R. So para makuha natin yung V, so that will be V is equal to angular velocity times the radius. So V, so yung angular velocity natin is equivalent to 4 pi rad per second. So times 2.5 feet. So naka-second yon. So kailangan naka-miles per hour tayo. So i-multiply natin ng so second. So ilang second yung meron sa isang oras. So para ma-cancel yung second, lalagay natin siya sa taas. So 1 hour is equivalent to 3,600 seconds. So cancel yung seconds doon. And naka miles per hour pa tayo. So convert natin yung feet sa miles. So 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. So So, yung magiging sagot natin is 21.42 mph or miles per hour. So, meron tayong tinatawag na area of a sector. So, ito yung sector natin. So, kapag theta is in radians, so area of a sector is equal to theta over 2 times r squared. So, kapag naka-degrees naman, yung ating theta, so, imumultiply lang natin ito ng pi over 180. So, area ng ating sector is equal to theta over 2. So, multiply natin ng pi over 180 para maging degrees. Multiply by r. So, that will be equal to theta over 180 times 2. That will be 360 degrees times pi r squared. So, kapag yung theta natin is naka-degrees, so ito yung gagamitin nating formula. So, that will be area of a sector is equal to theta over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by r squared. So, meron naman tayong tinatawag na segment. So, area of a segment. So, area of a segment is equal to area of a sector minus area ng triangle. So, ito yung triangle natin. So, di ba yung sector natin is yung buo. So, para makuha natin yung area ng segment, so yung area ng sector minus yung area ng triangle. So, kapag yung theta natin is in radians, so area ng segment natin will be theta over 2 times r squared minus 1/2 r squared sine theta. So, kapag naka-degrees naman, so ganun din. Yung area ng segment natin minus area ng sector minus area ng triangle. Yung sector natin, kapag naka-degrees, sabi natin kanina, so theta over 360 times pi times r squared. So, paano ba nakuha natin? So, paano ba natin nakuha yung area ng triangle? That is 1/2 r squared sine theta. Diba? So, kung meron tayong triangle dyan, and we have an angle here, so if this A and B, so yung triangle, yung area ng triangle natin is equivalent to 1/2. So, A times B sine theta. So, yung A and B natin, that is equivalent to R. So, if yung A and B natin is equivalent to R, so, area ng triangle natin is equivalent to 1/2. So, R times R, so that will be R squared sine theta. So, doon ang galing yung ating area ng triangle. So, example tayo. Given a circle with the radius r is equal to 8 units and a sector with subtended angle measuring 45 degrees, find the area of the circle. So, if we have a circle and yung radius niya is 8 and yung angle niya may sinabten niya yung angle, so 8 yung radius and yung angle niya is 45 degrees. So, ano daw yung area nung sector? So, yung area nitong sector, so sabi natin area of sector is equivalent to theta over 360 degrees times pi r squared. So, area ng sector is equivalent to 45 degrees over 360 times pi times yung r natin, which is 8. So, that will be 8 squared. So, area sector is equivalent to 8 pi square units. So, next, find the area of a segment of a circle with a central angle of 120 degrees and a radius of 8 cm. So, yung area ng segment natin, sabi natin kanina, area of a segment is equivalent to area sector minus area ng ating triangle. Ito yung formula natin. So, area ng sector. So, kapag naka-central angle is 120 degrees. So, naka-degrees siya. So, theta over 360 degrees times pi times r squared minus yung area ng triangle natin. That is 1/2 r squared sine theta. So, area ng segment natin, that is equivalent to, so, theta, that is 120 degrees over 360 times pi times r squared, so that is 8 centimeter minus 1/2 8 squared sine 120 degrees. So, yung area ng segment natin, that is equivalent to 39.31 centimeter squared. So, more example tayo. So, in a circle whose radius is 4 cm, find the arc length intercepted by each of these angles. So, sabi natin kanina, so, yung arc natin or yung S natin, so S is equivalent to theta R. So, that will be equivalent to, so, yung angle natin is naka-radians, so that is pi over 4. So, that will be pi over 4 times yung radius natin, which is 4 cm. So, S is equal to pi. So, more example tayo. So, a tire with a 9-inch radius is rotating at 30 mph. Find the angular velocity of a point on its rim. So, also express the result in revolutions per minute. So, meron tayong radius, so that is equal to 9 inches, and sabi niya rotating at 30 miles per hour. So itong 30 miles per hour, so that is linear velocity kasi naka miles per hour siya. So yan yung magiging linear velocity natin, so that is 30 mph. So sabi natin angular velocity is equal to v over r. So sabi niya express the result in revolutions per minute. So, naka inch tayo, miles, naka per hour tayo. So, i-convert muna natin yung given natin. So, yung velocity natin, that is equivalent to 30 miles per hour. So, 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes times. So, i-convert natin sa feet para ay sa inches yung miles natin. So, sabi, so 1 mile is equivalent to 5 to 80 feet times. So, yung feet is equivalent to 12 inches. So, 1 feet is equivalent to 12 inches. So, therefore, yung velocity natin in terms of inches over minute. So, cancel yung hour doon. Cancel yung hour. Feet, cancel. Feet, cancel. So, mile, cancel. Mile. So, inches per minute na lang yung matitira. So, velocity will be equal to 31,680 inches per minute. So, angular velocity is equal to v over r. So, that will be equal to 31,680 inches per minute over r natin, which is 9 inches. So, cancel na yung inches natin. So, magiging angular velocity is equivalent to 3,520 radians per minute. So, sabi niya doon, express in revolutions per minute. So, 1 revolution is equivalent to 2 pi radians. So, times 1 rev over 2 pi radians. So, cancel yung radians natin. Cancel yung radians. So, angular velocity will be equal to 560.23 revolution per minute. So, ito yung magiging sagot natin. So, next problem. So, if a cylinder with a 6 inches radius is spinning at 24 miles per hour, so find the angular velocity in RPM or in revolutions per minute of a point on its rim. So, meron na naman tayong radius, which is in 6 inches, and yung spinning at 24 miles per hour. So, this is again a linear velocity. So, that will be velocity is equal to 24 miles per hour. So, sabi natin, angular velocity is equal to V over R. Pero yung V natin is naka miles per hour. So, i-convert ulit natin yan in inches per minute. So, velocity is equal to 24 miles per hour. So, 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes times. So, 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet times. So, 1 feet is equivalent to 12 inches. So, cancel na yung feet natin, cancel yung mile natin, cancel din yung R natin. So, matitira na lang is inches over minute. So, that will be equivalent to 25,344 inches over minute. So, angular velocity natin will be V over R, or is equivalent to 25,344 inches per minute over radius, that is 6 inches. So, that will be 4,224 radians per minute. So, convert natin ulit sa revolutions per minute. So, multiply natin ng 1 revolution is equivalent to 2 pi radians. Cancel yung radians. So, angular velocity will be equivalent to 672.27 revolution per minute. So, this will be our final answer.